Hey there, folks. This is Master Healer Mead Newman with Renewed Spirit Healing. And I thought we'd do one more of these notes from the garden ideas. Today, well, we're obviously in the middle of winter, so there's a lot that gets overlooked during the winter as far as a garden goes, and as far as life when you see it from a garden's perspective goes. So I thought we would talk today about one of the really important parts, and that's the time to allow yourself to go inwards. Um, the dormancy that a garden gets in the wintertime is extremely important because it allows the land to rest. It does a different set of processes during the wintertime, and then that gives it the ability to spring forth with massive amounts of vibrant growth during the spring, the summer, and the autumn. When you approach life in that same way, now obviously a lot of us have had a chance to go inward most of 2020, but that said, that doesn't mean that there isn't inward work that needs to be done. And one of the things that we forget sometimes, because those of us that have gotten used to doing things at home have kind of gotten into some settled patterns. But just because you've adapted doesn't mean that you don't need to take time to be alone, to take time to hear the stillness, to take time to simply allow for that deep but very slow refilling of complete, vibrant life. So today I would like you to take at least a few minutes, and I would like you, if you can, sit outside. Find a day that works for you, that it's not frigidly cold, and at least take a few breaths of the natural outside air to replenish yourself, your spirit, your soul, your body. But then also understand that just as winter isn't a single moment, it's a prolonged period of rest and recuperation. How are you going to create rest and replenishment and recuperation in your daily life, in your weekly life? If you are working a 9-to-5 job, what are you doing on the weekend that actually restores you? Because if you're one of these people that works hard and plays hard, you have nothing left to give at some point, and you fall down in a big crashing way. Some of us that are entrepreneurs sometimes don't get the weekend idea. That's just another set of days to do different things. And it can be even more of an intense experience, but yet a worthwhile job, to look at where do we spend our time and how can you carve out purposefully time to replenish yourself every single day. And I don't just mean, did you get 6 hours sleep? Did you drink 3 glasses of water? And a beer at the end of the day might work for some people, but probably isn't really giving you the deep, creative replenishment that you truly need. So look for the really salving things that you can do. Do you appreciate a certain kind of music? Okay, do you like baths or foot baths? I know I've got some clients that are trying to remember to deal with foot therapies. So take the time to listen to the music that you want, or to read the books that you never seem to get time to. Partner the things that you want to bring into your life with the things that you love to do, so that it's a marriage of delight, so that you remind yourself and give yourself permission to take first place and first priority in your life, because none of us can care for the world if we cannot first care for ourselves. So that is one of my thoughts for you from the garden. Remember the deep winter. What do you do during the deep winter? Just as the ground takes the time to slowly bring in all of that moisture, it brings in and breaks down a lot of stuff from the last year. It processes through it. It brings new nutrients into being, into a place where they can be used by the next set of life. What are you doing to do those same kinds of processes? And if you look at your life and don't even have the first clue what I'm talking about and how that would apply to you, then it's probably time to sit down and have a session with me so we can talk about these things, so we can together work with these concepts and identify your particular unique areas where you need replenishment, where you need strategies, where you need tools, so that you can use the rest of this winter to create a really strong foundation, so that when it's time to grow, you can easily and with delight, and you find that the act of growth becomes one of joyful exuberance. Wouldn't that be a wonderful possibility? All right, I am going to bid you adieu from my garden. Obviously, I am not in it today. I love my garden. I'm looking out at my garden, but I'm doing so from inside the warmth of my house. So, light's blessings to you all, and I am here for you. Remember www.renewedspirithealing.com, and you can find me on Facebook at Renewed Spirit Healing as well. Light's blessings.